Hello, Emma, my lovely. Oops. Okay. Hi, Kelly. Hello, Ace. How are you? Hi, Sasha. What's your question, my lovely? Sasha, what's your question, sweetheart? Sasha, are you there? Sasha. No, I can't see it anywhere. I'm still not seeing it if you're posting it. Try rewording it. And somebody else has paid. Can you just put your, let me know who you are in the chat, my lovely. And Sasha, I still can't see your question, sweetheart. Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right, Ace. Okay, I got your question. I'll do yours after Sasha. Okay, so what you've got here for May is feeling like you've hit the jackpot. You know, are you feeling this? Are you feeling that you're in a beautiful relationship, or are you still doubting? Are you still fearing? Okay, again, the analogy I gave on Instagram about the radio. What are you choosing to listen to and tell yourself all day in your mind? Okay, so clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Flip-flopping around, doubting is not going to bring you what you want. What you want is already there. Okay, you're not making anything happen. You're just tuning into the feeling of happiness if you already had it. Okay, so if you know, if you're feeling like you've hit the jackpot, if you're feeling chosen, if you're feeling worthy, then you're going to get what you want. Okay, and if that means stepping out of your comfort zone, then you need to do that. Okay, because dwelling in the old story is not going to get you what you want. So again, focusing, meditating, focusing, affirming, you know, visualizing, scripting, whatever, being in your own bubble, creating the new story within so that it gets reflected back to you on the outside. And if you do that, then you're going to see quick movement and you're going to have the love that you want. You're going to see improvements. Okay, my lovely. So clearly decide what you want. Please, 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 please remember, it has nothing to do with your SP. They are a reflection. They are acting on the story you're giving them. If you want to see the outcome you want, you have to change it within. And you need to decide what that ending is for you. What's going to make you happy? What's going to make you feel like you've hit the jackpot? And you stay in that story until it becomes a hardened fact. If you keep getting so close and then you start to doubt and you've tuned out of that station and you're tuning back into the old, all you're doing is creating a time delay. Not the circumstances, not him. Circumstances can change in a second. If you're doing your work, he could wake up tomorrow morning and say, you know what, I cannot live another day without you. You're the only person I want. If you are committed and clearly deciding the story that you want and you're not wavering from that. Okay, you have to be clear on your intention, the outcome you want. And start to feel like you have hit the jackpot when you get it. Okay, Sasha? So you can have what you want if you shift and really know what you want. If you're flip-flopping around and you're turning that dial in and out because you're not satisfied with what station you're listening to, you're going to get inconsistent behavior. You're going to get hot and cold behavior. You're going to get a time delay. Okay, so if it means stepping out of your comfort zone and committing to something in your head and staying with it, then that's what you need to do, my lovely. Hello, Addison, sweetheart. How are you? Right, Ace, let me just do that. Super thirsty all of a sudden. Right, okay. Ace, this is yours. Right, okay. I can't tell you. I'm not getting out any of my deceit cards or deception, liar, or whatever, so I can't comment. I'm not going to condemn her when I'm not seeing anything about anybody else, okay? So, what her higher self is telling you is that the energy you've been giving out, okay, what spirit is telling you here from her higher self, we all have a higher self. Okay, so what her higher self is telling you is that you've been so sort of in your negatives that this is what you're seeing back. Remember, your thoughts that go out of your head about people, about situation, goes like a note to them, a post-it note or an email. Okay, so if you've been having thoughts lately, like for the last few weeks or couple of months, like, oh, what if she starts talking to somebody else? She always liked that ex of hers, or perhaps he's better looking than me, or whatever. That is why you're seeing it reflected back to you now. That's why you found it out, because you had negative thoughts somewhere that have reflected it back to you. Okay, she wants to be secure. She has got feelings for you, okay, but your negative thoughts, she's picking up on those and having to act the part you're giving her in your movie. Okay, so spirit is saying you need to stop doing this. You've got to put an end to the old story. Okay, it's your choice what you're choosing to listen to in your thoughts all day long. When you wake up in the morning and you start to engage your consciousness, your oh, what day is it? Where am I? Oh, I'm in my bedroom. What day is it? Oh, what have I got to do today? Your thoughts, that inner chatter, is non-stop all day long till you go to sleep. So if you're the radio and what you want is already exists, your relationship with your Scorpio is already there for you to have, where are you listening, tuning your radio into? The old story, the current circumstances, everything that you don't want? Or are you tuning into, we're in a loving relationship? Of course she loves me. We're committed to each other. She's crazy in love with me. I'm crazy in love with her. Okay, so you've got to love yourself first as well. Working on your self-concept is important. When you are showing up as somebody who is in your concept of yourself, I am good enough. I am worthy enough. All my relationships are amazing. Of course she loves me. Why wouldn't she? You will start to reap the benefits of what you want. Okay, so spirit is saying the longer you're stood there, where is she? When's she coming back to me? Are we going to have a relationship? You're just causing a time delay. So put the work in, change your story, stop listening to the old story, persist in the new story as if you have it now, and it will come to you quicker. Okay, there's no other man coming out here. There's no deception. There's no nothing. So I'm not going to comment. All it's showing me is that she does want to settle down. She does want security. She does have feelings for you. She's hearing your thoughts, so she has to act out on those thoughts. She's talking to somebody else. I'm going to talk to somebody else. Okay, now you've had clarification of that because your 3D is a reflection of you. So where have your thoughts been regarding her? If you've been, what if she doesn't want me? What if she starts talking to somebody else? What if she goes with an ex? What if she does this? What if she does that? She's going to go and do it. That's the instructions you've been giving her energetically. We're all connected by energy. And your thoughts are, like I say, like post-it notes. You're creating what happens. Your outside world is a mirror of you. Okay, so it is up to you. Change the story, you can get her back. Hence the Get Them Back playlist, my lovely. If you haven't, over the last few weeks or months, been worried about a third party, if you've not had any thoughts about her going off with anybody else. You've not even entertained that anywhere, and you've not had a past history of people leaving you. You've always been the one who left them, or it's been a mutual breakup. Okay, then you have to look at the story you're telling yourself about yourself. You know, what if I'm not as, you know, what if she fancies other men that are big, you know, better looking than me? Perhaps I'm not pretty enough, handsome enough for her. Perhaps I don't earn enough money. Perhaps I've not got the type of body she wants, or whatever. Okay, coming back to your concept of you. Only you know what you've been thinking in your head. And looking at what's coming out, it has to stop, because your negativity and your doubts and fears and insecurities is keeping her away from you. Reshma, I'm not seeing your PayPal, my lovely. Can you just check if it actually sent? Okay, I'll go and look in PayPal then. It's always a bit of a pain in the bum logging in sometimes because it wants a code. Right, okay, I can see it, yeah. Right, I'm going to have to open it up to see your question. If I can see it. Okay. That's all right, Addison. Don't worry about it. Okay. So in his energy, he's wanting to, okay, I'm not getting any message cards out, I'm not getting any movement cards out, okay, and I will explain why and what spirit is telling me here, okay. So he's wanting to, wanting to reach out, he's thinking, about you here, again, wanting to give you something here, security here, but the cupboard is empty. Okay, so because again, in your energy, you're still judging this. Okay, you're still judging him. You're still seeing him as being deceptive or not giving you what you want. Okay, you're still in this Three of Swords energy and Five of Swords energy. What are swords? Your mental thoughts. Here, your swords tying you up, bound by your thoughts, still in the old story, still in the energy of fuck my life, caught up in your emotions. This guy triggers the fuck out of me. So spirit is saying, even if he called you today, what are you going to achieve from it? You haven't changed the story. So nothing's going to have changed. You're just going to be in the same loop. Still thinking that, all the things that he's done and is probably going to continue doing because you haven't changed the story. Okay, so spirit is saying you need to be strong and work on you here. Okay, realizing that you're the key. The woman stood in this big keyhole, that you're the key to your future. Having that realization that it's not him, it is you. You're the key to your future. You're creating your future by the story you're holding in place. So spirit is saying, if you want the union that you want, forget a phone call. A phone call isn't your outcome. Your outcome is to be in a solid relationship with him, not a phone call. Why are you wasting your energy on a phone call, spirit is saying? Because you haven't changed anyway. So what? Hi, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. How are you? Oh, well, I'm still in the situation I'm in. Well, fuck you then. You're going to lose your temper anyway and be pissed off with him or feel rejected still. So until you cut out the old story, you're not going to be in union because you're delaying it, because you're still judging and you're still in the I don't trust him. Okay, so all your energy is still wrong. So again, the videos that I've sent you, listen to them and listen to them and listen to them until you understand that it's not him that's got to change. It doesn't matter if he rings you today. You haven't worked enough on changing the old story. You know, if he honestly rings you today, have you changed the story? Are you happy to just know it's a done deal that you and him are going to be together in a lovely relationship? So you're not going to get triggered. You're not going to fight him. You're not going to argue with him. If you have worked through all that overnight and you can stick to that, then good on you, my lovely. Okay, because I doubt if you have changed the story enough. From what's come out here, you've still got work to do. Because when he gets in touch, are you going to keep going in the same cycle? You know, think logically for a moment as well. Look at when you've said before, I've been able to get so many other things in my life, but he triggers me. He annoys me. He upsets me. He makes me miserable. He makes me angry. He frustrates me, but God, I love him. Okay, look at your energy where you've had no resistance or hardly any resistance. You've just known, well, that's what I want and that's what I'm getting in my business or whatever. Okay, but with him, your energy is totally focused in the wrong direction. If you didn't listen to the Instagram live that I did tonight, go and listen to it, my lovely. It was the mentoring session tonight, okay? And again, those videos that I sent you, explore their other channel, you know, other videos on their channel as well. You know, you wouldn't, if you were in the feeling of we're in a loving relationship, you wouldn't even be worried about him ringing you. You wouldn't be looking, I want a phone call, what, to have a 5-minute argument again. Do you see where spirit is coming from here? You're focusing your energy in the wrong place. And you've not rewritten the old story. You're still in the old story when you think about him. Addison, what's your question, my lovely? Okay. I'm going to put that one back because of the way I shuffled them. Okay, so basically, you know, he is very much thinking about you. Okay, you know, you're beautiful, you know, the Empress, you're his Empress, basically. You know, he wants things to blossom between you, but your energy on all these cards, excuse me, is caught up in your thoughts and drowning in your emotions. Okay? And possibly thinking about 3P again coming into your thoughts, or something because of childhood issue, you know, earlier issues from your mother or your childhood. This signifies you as a child. Okay, so again, you know, working on your self-concept. He's already yours. You're just causing this horrendous time delay because you're tuning in and out. 1 minute you're tuned into what you want. The next you're tuned out. You react. You're in this vicious cycle that is just knocked you off your perch now. Okay, and it needs to stop. Spirit is telling you. Okay, it needs to stop. He's already yours. You're not making anything happen. You're not living in the end, and you're not staying there, and you're not going, you know what, this is fucking done. It's mine. I don't need to worry about it. He's mine. Okay? So really, 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 Addison, you've got to come out of your thoughts. Your inner chatter all day long and reacting to the 3D. Monitor it. Be disciplined and only think only of the outcome that you want as if you have it now. You've gone backwards here. So it doesn't mean you're not going to get what you want. Well, it will do if you carry on like this, because how can you get what you want if you're in the opposite way? What you want is yours. It's already fucking done. Okay, I don't care if you just go around and every time you think about him, no, he's my husband. It's done. You don't have to do anything else. Okay, but you've got to get out of this. Okay? You've got to get out of this. I'm sorry. Is there an age limit to doing tarot? If you don't like my channel, then don't listen to me. Go and find a youngster, my lovely. And no, I'm not too old to be doing tarot. Do you know how old I am? There's a lot more people older than me doing tarot. So off you go. You know, again, with the family problems as well, you know, again, that is within your consciousness. If you're getting dragged into the 3D thing with the family, you know, I don't. When something comes up in my family, I go to the outcome I want. I don't worry, I don't stress, I don't get engaged in what they're all thinking. I see the outcome I want and I live there until it turns out in that way. Okay, so again, you know, everything that's going on is in your consciousness. You've got full control over everything. When something comes up, what is the outcome I want? You go to bed, you revise the day. Okay? Cece, what's your question, my lovely? Cece, what's your question, sweetheart? Okay. yes, you are shifting the energy, Cece, okay? You know, he's got a lot of emotions for you that he wants to pour out to you here. The healing that's going on in these two cards, okay, the way becoming clearer. You know, there is movement behind the scenes, so Spirit is wanting you to know that, you know, because you have become wiser in what you're doing, okay, you're sort of investing for the future that you want with him so that you can reap the benefits of what you've been doing and have that relationship. Success and victory is here, okay? So it is working. Keep going. When you're shifting your energy, they're shifting their energy. The whole of the energy is shifting to bring you what you want, okay? Your victory, your success, your outcome that you want, okay? So it is shifting. Keep going. You have to persist for it to exist. Again, like I said on the Instagram, okay, you're tuning in. It's your choice whether you persist until it exists or you keep going back to the old story and reacting to the 3D. But you're on track, okay? Even if it takes, you know, however long it takes, that's how long it takes. You're investing in you, becoming more stable, becoming more confident, becoming more secure, so that when he does come back in again, it's not going to fall apart again. And if it does, then you know that you've got to come back to yourself and work on yourself. Again, what you want is already done. You're tuning into that as if you have it already. Well done. Blue Earth, this is paid readings tonight, my lovely. It's only because I jumped on late, so I know that I didn't have time to do the free readings because a lot of people would have paid. Hello, Aish. Okay, my lovely. I wasn't looking at the card, then I was looking if it was the right way up to put it back in. Hello, Christy, my lovely. Okay, let me just do Jess's. Oh. Oh. Attacking me. Okay, I will have that one actually. They're telling me to have that one, even though it wasn't from a deck I was going to pull. So, okay, message for you, Aish, is weighing things up. Okay, now Pentacles for me are financially or emotionally. Okay, yeah, they have got a lot to say today. So you know, where are your thoughts? Getting balanced in your thoughts instead of being up and down in, you know, perhaps you're worrying about finances, perhaps you're worrying about something that's emotionally having an impact on you. Okay, but you're too up and down. Okay, so Spirit is saying here, you know, it may be something to do with a parent, it may be something to do with family, it may be something to do with, you know, something from the past that you keep replaying in your head. So with this star card, the star card is positivity, it's the future. Okay, she's reaching out to the new bright star and letting the old one fade. She's not reaching out to the old, she's reaching out to the new. So let the past go, if you like, or revise it, or just see it in a different light. You know, there is a new opportunity for you here, but you're not looking at it. Just like this crow is saying, hello, your new start, your new beginning is here, or the idea you've got is good, but you're like, I don't know, you're doubting. You may be reacting to the 3D, you know, other people are causing you problems, or in your acting, you feel like everybody is hostile towards you, or you're acting aggressively, not aggressively, but you know, you're reacting to people. And Spirit is saying, no, just have fun. When you shift your energy and you're having fun and you're not worrying, you're not stressed, then things shift. So surrender to the divine. Okay, surrender. You don't need to control. You don't need to be up and down. What is it you want? It's already yours to have. Hence the fact we have desires for things. So this other card is serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. So stop worrying about what other people think, what other people you know, other people's opinions. What are your opinions? The longest relationship you're going to have with anybody is with yourself. So love yourself, respect yourself, value yourself, appreciate yourself, love yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Can see why they brought this card out. Fits in perfectly. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. Okay, so what is your heart? What are your passions in your heart? Not your ego thoughts or reacting to people telling you you can and can't have whatever, or you're not good enough, or you putting people above you. No, put yourself first. Not in an arrogant way, but in a, you know what? I'm doing things for me. As it says, the longest relationship you're going to have is with yourself. Okay. Christy, what's your question? And then Iman. Okay, Iman, I've got your question. So, Christy, what's your question, my lovely? Then, Iman, you're after. Iman, can you just clarify to me in the comments? Are you wanting to particularly know just in general advice, or are you just looking at what M thinks about you? If you get what I mean. I'll let you comment while I'm doing Christy's reading. Christy, can you just put your SP's initial again, please? Because I can't remember. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Keisha, either. It's better to do it on PayPal because sometimes it's blocked on YouTube, so we don't see it. Yeah, okay. So, Christy, my lovely, in his energy, you know, really good energy, okay, towards you now. You know, the Lovers, having good positive thoughts when he thinks about you, happy family, you know, wanting to be back together. Even if you're not seeing that reflected back to you yet, his energy is shifting. Your thoughts that you're sending out to him about the outcome that you want is getting through to him. However, you know, you are still struggling with some past thoughts here. You may have, you know, you're wanting the family, but you're still putting pressure on yourself. You're making it hard work. There's a little cat sat here behind the two women who aren't paying it attention. He's reaching out as if to say, what you want is here, but you're making this hard work. Spirit is saying, look, stop making this a battle. You're married. End of. That should be all that you're thinking. Every time you think about him, there's nothing else that you should be thinking other than, oh, he's my husband. Just like you were when you were married. Okay, so Spirit is saying here, you're causing the time delay. You should be having fun, open and receptive. Look at her arms are open to receive this beautiful things that she wants. You know, you're having fun creating what you want. She's having fun. Look at her having fun here. You know, then you can have your celebrations, but have faith that what you want, the world, like a pregnancy bump, will be born into the 3D if you have faith. You're still making this hard work. By now, you should be at the stage where you've done all your affirmations, you've done your visualizing, you've done the techniques, you know that your outcome, you should be tuned in only to it's done. He's my husband. There ain't nothing else that's happening on here, nothing else to see. He's mine, end of. I know it's done. So I'm going to go about my day. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to meet up with friends. I'm just going to, you know, have light-hearted energy here. I'm going to do all the things for me, knowing that it's fucking done. And then it will come in. His energy is right. Okay, so let's not keep making this a battle. Let's not still keep overworking this. It's done. What you want is already created anyway. You're just lining up to it being done, okay? Tuning in like you're listening to a radio all day that is your inner conversation, your inner thoughts that you're having all day long. Imagine that's like a radio. If it's grating on you, if it's making you miserable, then you're tuned in to the wrong frequency, okay? Right, so why are you still having negative thoughts? That's what you should be asking yourself. So why am I still doubting this? If what I want is already mine, if what I desire desires me, is because you're still focused on him in the 3D. You're not interested in the 3D. You're literally creating what you want and growing it inside you, because when inside you it's done, then it has to be reflected back in the 3D at some point. So again, you're already married. End of. Okay, if you're still focusing on divorce, if you're still focusing on he's saying this, he's saying that, you've got to cut that dead. Okay, and go back to, no, we're happily married. I'm rejecting all that shit. That's just old thoughts. If you need to book another session, my lovely. Okay, because like I say, Spirit is saying you're just causing the big time delay here. You're just hanging around, waiting. Have fun. You know, how is your day spent? Are you actually going out and having fun and doing things for you? Or are you sat constantly watching the 3D? Is anything going to change today? What if it doesn't happen? What if I don't get what I want? He's telling me the opposite. So how, you know, we've got to come out of putting pressure on yourself, making it hard work and causing a battle here. Okay? Spirit is saying, have fun, have faith. You can have what you want, but see it as already being done, my lovely. Iman, my lovely, were you wanting just a general advice reading in general on love, or are you wanting something in particular with how M feels about you? You know, Christy, even when you doubt, just say to yourself, look, it doesn't matter. I can doubt all day long. I can doubt all week. It's not going to stop me getting what I want. All I'm doing is causing the time delay. What I want is already done. You're not making anything happen. You're just tuning into it as if feeling like the person already has what you want. How would you be thinking? You know, you'd be feeling relieved. You'd be feeling happy. You wouldn't be stressing. You wouldn't be negative. You wouldn't be worrying. Okay? So again, when you are doubting, when you are stressing, then look at why. Okay, so why am I still thinking I'm not going to get it? Is it because I feel that I'm not good enough? Then come back to working on yourself, my lovely. Okay, he's not above you. He has no free will in your consciousness. And his energy is really good. So you've got to allow it in. Be open and receptive. If you were stood with your arms open, I can't do it like the girl on the card because you wouldn't see me. You know, that is receptive. You're receiving like a basket. You're receiving what you want in instead of keeping it away. Okay, Lisa, you're next then. Keisha, and then Angela. Iman, my lovely, are you still here? Because I keep asking you, are you actually wanting a reading based on M or and how he feels about you, or just love in general advice? Well, that doesn't answer. Is that yes, I'm still in the chat, or are you wanting to know what M feels about you? Or are you wanting love in general? I want to know where I'm standing. Is he blocking my energy? He can't block your energy. He has no power over you in your consciousness, my lovely. Sorry, something else has just popped up. I've got to do. Yeah, Keisha, I've got yours. I just need to know what your question is. You're after Iman, I think. It was you next. You keep attracting, but nothing really hatching my real. I might have unresolved feelings that are attached. Yes, that's all it will be. But we'll have a look as we go through this. So M's energy towards you at the moment. Right, hang on. Did he actually see you? Let me just go back to your question, Iman. Oh no, that's Christie's. Okay. Did he see you? Did you just see him and he didn't see you, or did he see you? Did you talk? Because it's certainly got him thinking here. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's definitely thinking about you. He's definitely reflecting, okay. That's fine. Remember, circumstances don't matter. You're still connected energetically. Just because you're not in the physical, you are in consciousness. We're all connected. They don't want me to put one of those. Okay, nice cards, to be honest. So in his energy, definitely like emotions all over the place, you know, thinking about you now, but feeling more balanced in himself now. Okay, so he's sort of grown on his journey as well. You know, change sort of thing within himself, feeling more balanced, feeling more contented. Now, Spirit is saying he's yours if you want him. He's yours if you want him. You can have whoever you want. Whoever you desire is yours to have. It's already done. Okay, so you're the one driving the chariot. It's your decision. You're the one with the positive horse, or the, you know, Sphinx or whatever here, and the negative one. Where are you driving this chariot to? Okay, in the other deck there, the horses are going in separate directions. So are you going to go in that direction towards positive thoughts or negatives? Okay, you can live together if you want, but you've got to free yourself from your thoughts, releasing the ties that you've got, the two of you riding off into the sunset, and also him becoming free. Again, you're the radio. What you want is already broadcast. Are you tuned in your thoughts that you're having from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep in, I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want this. I don't know. You know, where are your thoughts? You have to have an intention. Set your intention on what you want. If you want him, he's yours to have. So if you want him, you don't concentrate on all the, oh, he's this and he's that and we're in no contact. None of that matters. Okay? But how him becoming free. My lovely, you don't need to worry about the how and the when. If you are affirming in your assumptions and you are assuming that you two are a couple, then whatever it takes for that assumption to be true will be removed. The how and the when is not your job. That's the universe's job. You don't have to worry about that, but you have to free yourself from the thoughts that you're having that are not lining up to what you want, whether with him or with anybody else, is what Spirit is telling you here. In his energy, you know, he's bumped into you, can't stop thinking about you. He might well reach out. I haven't got contact coming out yet, but Spirit is definitely saying if you want him, he's yours. It's your choice. You can have whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. The only one stopping you from having it is yourself and your thoughts. And the story you're telling yourself. Okay, let me just come out of this a minute. Oh, Lisa, you're next. Sorry. Lisa, then Keisha. Lisa, I've got your question. So you just came back from vacation. Brilliant. Between me and Kristen, I was contacted by him on your vacation. Well done. See, the minute you went off and had fun, in he pops. Right. Okay. So Addison, there's Angela as well. Okay, so Lisa, for you, he is still sort of hot and cold, okay, but he is releasing a lot of stuff. Okay, so a lot of things are being released. Look at you like this beacon that is attracting him to you here with your thoughts. So he is trying to be strong. He's having that strength and courage. You know, he is a little bit undecisive still, or indecisive, because you still are a little bit as well, Spirit is saying here, because there's still a little bit of sort of judgment going on here. Still some learning to do here, work to put in, if you like. So calling in your soulmate. Remember your affirmations. What are you thinking when you think about him, about yourself in the relationship, love in general? Where are your thoughts? Okay, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You're calling him in energetically. We're all energy. All of this works on energy. It's not about what your person looks like or whatever. It's all the energy. So the old thoughts that you're having or the current situations will fall away. They'll drop off this cliff. Okay, so you can have your new start, new beginning. So Spirit is saying the advice to you is keep giving loving energy, the Two of Cups energy, to this connection, and gratitude as well. You know, sometimes we moan and complain and we're always looking at what we don't have, that we forget to be grateful for what we do have. You know, be grateful that you know this person who is stirring these feelings for you. Be grateful that, you know, you found somebody. The only reason it's going wonky is because of the story that you're listening to inside you all day long. So if what you want is already created, the time it takes to get it is the time it takes you to embody the version of you that has what you want as if you have it now. So things are shifting, but there's some tweaking still. Yeah, free yourself. It's time to take control back of your life. Okay, so look, the minute you've been sat there worrying, the minute you go on holiday and you're not really fussed, in he comes. Still hot and cold, but that's just because you need to tweak things. You know, your thoughts should only be lined up with, we're already in a loving relationship. Because if you were already in one, you wouldn't be looking for it still. You wouldn't be having the thoughts that you're having now. You would be having different thoughts. Valuing yourself, appreciating yourself, loving yourself. When you love you, others will love you. Okay. Zay to you. Are you in no contact, Keisha? Keisha, sweetheart, are you in contact? Okay, Keisha, are you still in the chat, my lovely? If you are you in no contact or in contact? I feel that you're possibly in no contact here. from what's coming out. Okay, I'm not seeing your reply, so you might have. Oh, it's been 2 days. Oh, right. Okay. He is going to contact you. Okay, he is wanting to contact you here. He may be feeling a little bit disillusioned. Okay, so I don't know what happened between you, but there is definitely something from the past that keeps coming up, that's keeping you stuck in your thoughts. These bars are your thoughts, so you're stuck in your own mental thoughts here. With this devil card as well, the devil is your lower energy, your emotions that are not serving you, your thoughts that are not serving you. So it's playing you like a puppet. Okay, your ego thoughts instead of your heart ruling this. So Spirit is reminding you, you're the magician. Your outside world and the people in it are a reflection, the mirror. So when you don't like what you're seeing, okay, there's no good you smashing the mirror. You have to change within, because you're the one attracting. So you deserve love. You are lovable, and some healing to do when, as he's coming back and when he's back. So what thoughts have you been in, and what emotions have you been in leading up to no contact? What thoughts about yourself? Are you putting yourself down? Are you thinking you're not good enough? Are you thinking you're not pretty enough? Are you thinking you're not a priority? You're not loved enough? You're not valued enough? When you think about him, what thoughts are you having? He doesn't make me a priority. He blows hot and cold. He does this, he does this, he does that. Okay, so he does want to come in and speak to you, Keisha. Okay, but he's feeling disillusioned by something that's happened here. Spirit is reminding you that it's your past thoughts and past emotions that are keeping you stuck. Okay, so you need to come out of this energy. You need to look at why the thought process that you're having and the emotions you have that are triggering you, and then it's going into no contact. Why you're getting, the behavior because of your thoughts about yourself, about him, about love, about relationships. Okay, when you shift within, he will shift. So again, what thoughts are you having about him? What thoughts are you having about yourself? What thoughts are you having about the connection, about relationships overall? This is happening again. This happened in previous relationships, or whatever you're telling yourself. Being in this energy because of something that's happened in the past or between you or whatever is not the energy that's going to get you what you want. It's going to keep you stuck in the same pattern, in the same cycle. In order to break that cycle, you have to become a magician. And the Get Them Back playlist explains that, okay? Because you have to keep your eye on what you want and know that you're good enough. Know that you deserve love. Okay? And, you're on this journey as well. So, he will come in and speak to you again. When, I don't know. But is it going to fall apart again? Are you going to still have the same thoughts, the same energy that you're in that is just reflecting back to you a load of crap that you don't want? Only you can change. He can't change until you change the story about him. You can stand there arguing, you can wag your finger at him, or you can feel pissed off with him. It's not going to change. He might change for a day or two, or a week or two, or a month or two, but the old story is still running in your head when you think about him, when you think about yourself, when you think about relationships, when you think about love. Until you adjust that, you're not going to see what you want in the 3D. Nobody else is here to fill your cup of love up. Okay? You've had hot and cold. Yes, you have. So you have to look at why. Okay, we like to blame other people. If you were caught for speeding by the police, a lot of people would blame the police. It's their fault. They were hiding behind a bush with the radar pointing and catching speeding people. You're not taking the ownership for, well, I was the one speeding. We like to blame other people when it comes from us. We attract what we're sending out. It's two of the spiritual laws. Okay, the law of attraction. If you're in this negative energy, you're going to keep attracting hot and cold behavior, no contact, all the stuff you don't want. That's why Spirit is saying you need to get out of this energy, because all you're doing is attracting the same shit. Okay? Exactly. So, shift your energy about you. I'm number one. I'm the fucking gold standard. He doesn't have free will in my consciousness. He's head over heels crazy in love with me. All he can think about is me. He's contacting me every day. Oh my God, he fucking blowing up my phone 24/7 here. Okay, so shift your energy. There's a load more to it. I say it in the Get Them Back playlist as well. Okay, about shifting your energy. You've got to come out of this, or you're just going to keep seeing the same pattern like Groundhog Day. You'll have good days, bad days, good days, bad days. You don't want that. You want it to be level. You want it to be stable. You want it to be what you want it to be. Okay? So again, Spirit is reminding you, you're the magician. The reflection you're seeing back is the mirror. And there's a very good card in this deck that sums it up, which I've been reading out a lot lately to people as well. So I may as well keep it on the top, actually. Find your center. Okay? Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. So in your feelings and in your thoughts. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is a time to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So when was the last time you checked in with the feelings that are not lining up with a happy relationship? When was the last time you checked in with the thoughts that you're having? Moaning and complaining. I don't have this. I'm not getting that. He's an arse. He's doing this. He's too busy for me, or whatever. Okay. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. Or whatever your story is in your head that it is not lining up with a happy relationship. That's what needs to be tweaked. You know, you're the one who's got his heart, but you're not seeing what you want because you're tuned into the wrong. You know, I keep saying to people, think of yourself as a radio. What you want is already there. Your perfect relationship with Zay already exists. You're just tuned in your thoughts. When the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed, you've got that constant chatter in your head all day. You think about yourself, you think about him, you start to argue with him in your head. You're thinking certain thoughts, you're looking at the 3D, you're reacting. So you're tuned in to a radio station you don't want to listen to. It's pissing you off, it's not making you happy, but yet you're still listening to it. It is your choice to switch to the station where you're hearing that inner chatter that's telling you nothing but, oh my God, we're in a loving relationship. Just like if you bumped into a friend and they were like, hey Keisha, how are you and Zay getting on? Oh my God, it's amazing. We're really happy, thanks. We're in a loving relationship. Yeah, the two of you, you're such a perfect couple together. But you're not tuned into that. You're listening to a load of crap that you don't want to listen to. Switch your station in your thoughts. If you keep coming back to the old story and the old emotions and the old thoughts and letting the ego rule you and play you like a puppet, how are you going to get your loving relationship to be solid? He can't do it. because he's you pushed out. So he's just going to reflect back to you the same old story you've got going on in your head. He wants to give you what you want here. I just saw another card that is about giving you what you want, but he can't because your energy is pushing against what you want because you're telling yourself a different story. Okay, Angela, my lovely. Oh no, I got your question on your PayPal. Right, energy update for you and Leo. Grrr. Angela, are you in contact or no contact? Okay. Okay. So in his energy, well, he wants to give you what you want. Okay. You know, he wants to offer you emotional security here. He wants, you know, things to be good between you, happy family, even if you can't have children or whatever, you know, just the two of you being together, that signifies. Now, there are some kind of worries or stress. So he may be not sleeping very well. He may be worrying or stressing about something here. And Spirit is saying, well, it's your job to call in what you want. Okay, because it's your consciousness. It's not his. He's just acting the part you've given him in your story. So call in what you want, Spirit is saying. There is some healing that needs to be done here on two of these cards. Okay. So again, you getting balanced in your emotions as well, being calm and whatever. There's seems to be something that you're worrying about the time here. The thief is pinching the pocket watch. So this card signifies for me you may be worrying, or you're looking at the timings. Don't focus on the how and the when. Look at what you want, the peaceful outcome that you want. If you had what you wanted today, you would be feeling peaceful. You would be feeling satisfied. You'd be feeling contented. Okay, so call in what you want. Stop worrying about the how and the when. See it as already being done. Okay, what you want already exists. The outcome is already done. All you need to, like the radio analogy, is tune in to that as if you already had it. So overall, you know, he wants to be with you. He wants to be settled with you, etc., etc. So look at, again, the thoughts that you're having in this. Where are your thoughts? Where are your emotions when you think of this connection or him or yourself? Because things can be peaceful. You can even get married. With this card, can signify marriage as well. Okay. But there is a little bit of healing to do as well. Good. If you've been on your mental diet, then you know, are you on your pedestal or is he on your pedestal? Putting yourself on your pedestal. Remember, nobody has free will in your consciousness. He is struggling, being pulled back in by his abusive ex. Okay, so what is your story? Are you getting sucked into this 3D? The abusive ex seems to be controlling him. I'm sorry, is there an abusive ex in your happy ending to your movie? No. So we don't give her energy. Okay, you have to reinvent another story. Oh, we don't know what happened to her. She went off with somebody else. We don't hear from her. Imagine you bumped into a friend. Hey, Angela, you know, how are you and Leo doing? Oh, we're doing great. Oh, what happened to that ex? Oh, don't know. She found somebody else and moved away, I think. Don't hear from her. Okay. Yeah, you can do that as long as you're not given any energy to the ex. So when he's worrying and stressing, what are your thoughts? You know he's yours anyway. You don't have to question that. You don't even need to affirm that anymore. He's yours. He wants you. But obviously there's energy being given to the ex because you're seeing him having to liaise with the ex or what she's doing to him. So it's obviously in your face, in your 3D. So when you're seeing this, where are your thoughts? Are you going around to family and friends saying, oh, it's fucking ex, she's pissing me off, she's doing this, she's doing that? Are you arguing with him? Why don't you just tell her to fuck off? Or whatever. Okay, so again, where are your thoughts? You know he's yours. You know it's done. But this energy with the ex needs to be dead and buried. So that she doesn't keep coming up in your fucking movie. Okay? She's gone, end of. Lauren, what is your question, my lovely? She's already gone, yeah. She's gone off with somebody else. She's happy with somebody else. You know, you can, although I say don't give the third party, and you're not the third party, an ex energy. If you need to, she is in your consciousness. All you need to do is have that inner conversation with her. Just like you've been doing with your SP. In your thoughts. You know what, my lovely? It's time for you to move on and find somebody who you're going to be happy with. He's not your person. He doesn't want to be with you. He's not here. In your head, not to her. We don't need to react in the 3D. You're just sending her on her way so that she hears that thought transmission and she goes away. Or you can imagine a situation where she says to you, where your SP says to you, I don't know what happened, but I haven't heard from her for ages. Oh my God, what a relief. That would be an outcome. Hearing him say that. Or you having a conversation with a friend or sending her on a merry way where she's finding happiness with somebody else and leaving him alone. She's got no reason to interfere. I personally don't like focusing on 3Ps because you're giving them energy, but you've got several options to do there. Lauren, Jim's current feelings, no contact. Lauren, I haven't got a third party out, but is there a situation where he has either got a circumstance or a third party? From a couple of these cards, it's making me feel like there is either a circumstance or a third party. There was a third party, okay. Okay, in his energy, you know, he does obviously have a lot of feelings for you here. He may even be keeping track of you somehow, okay? Like looking at social media and you don't realize, or asking friends or asking about you or something. But he is shielding you from something here. So when this card comes out, and I've got courthouse as well, so there may be something legal going on here. Like I say, I haven't got a physical woman out in the cards. If my Queen of Pentacles had come out, I'd have known straight away. Okay, but there's either a court issue or some paperwork or something that he's shielding you from, not maliciously, but this card comes out when they're trying to protect you and don't want you to be involved, so that they're shielding you from it and trying to sort it themselves, if that makes sense. Here, you know, being sort of indecisive. I don't know what to do here. Do I reach out? Do I not reach out? You know, heart over ego. Sort of heart's telling him one thing, his ego's telling him another. So he's a little bit sort of stuck at the moment. I don't know what to do, but that's fine. Are you in that energy as well? Because he's a reflection of you. Where are your thoughts when you think about him? You know, are you self-sabotaging? Are you thinking, oh, how much longer? Is he ever going to be mine? Well, he's already yours. You just need to tune into the thoughts that are lining up with that, okay? There is a bit of healing to do here as well. He will come forward and speak his truths, okay? So in no way do I feel he's being deceptive. He's just confused because you're confused as well. Your thoughts are all over the place. Your emotions are all over the place. You're still in the old story more than you are the new story. So again, the radio analogy. Where are you tuning your thoughts all day? You can't turn your thoughts off. So it's like waking up and switching the radio on. Are you listening to that inner conversation within your head that you're having to yourself about him, about other people, about situations, about love, whatever? We have over 60,000 thoughts a day. Where, you know, what station are you listening to? The one that's telling you, oh, we're in a beautiful, happy relationship. We're head over heels in love with each other. We're a perfect couple together. We're solid together. I'm so happy that we're in this relationship. I feel so loved by him. Or are you, he's not here. When's it going to happen? How's it going to happen? What the fuck's going on? Because your thoughts go out like a ping to them. Okay? So check where your energy is so that this can start to come in now. We don't want to self-sabotage, Lauren. Yeah, because you're in that energy as well. He's in that energy and you're in that energy. So he's reflecting your energy back to you. Your thoughts, where is he? How much longer? What does he think? What does he feel? And he's there going, oh, I don't know. because he's got to reflect that back. So you're both there pissed off, basically. You're not lined up with what you want enough. So there's this indecisiveness. This could be telling him, you know, you're indecisive. I don't know what to do because I'm just in the dark here like a mushroom because you're indecisive. She used him to get, I think he's finishing up with her. They're not friends anymore, so that makes sense. Yes. So definitely. So for you, start lining up with taking your focus off the 3D and being within and only listening to what you want to listen to in your thoughts. When you change within the story, it gets reflected back to you. Your outside world is a mirror. And I read out certain things earlier for other people as well. Okay. He does love you. He wants to be with you. Even if you don't shift your thoughts, he will come in one day. Okay. When, I don't know, but he, you know, the link isn't broken. What you want desires you and wants you. It's there for you to have. It's already done. It's already created. In the Bible, it already says creation is finished. What you want is already done. That's why you have the desire to tap into it and allow it in. But not when you're tuned into turning your back on it and listening to something you don't want to. If you put the radio on and you were listening to the radio and you're listening to a station you absolutely hate, you would turn it off or you would change the dial. That's what you got to do with your thoughts. You got to tune in with your thoughts to hear only in your thoughts as if you already had the outcome you want. It's already there. Tune into it. Shopaholic, have you paid, my lovely? Is it you who's paid or somebody else? Okay, Iman, I don't normally do, my past life readings are totally different, so we're just going to have to take what comes out, okay, because I really haven't ever done a reading like that before. I mean, I don't do my past life readings, but that's totally different. That is just you in your one of your previous lives, okay? You might not have had a past life together. The reason you're drawn to him is because he can be there for you to have, so... Okay, so Hayley, what are your questions, my lovely? Shopaholic, sorry. I'll have a look in a minute, Iman, and just give you whatever comes out. But Shopaholic is first. Do you see Brandon and Brittany breaking up this shit? Do you see me in a relationship? Okay, my spirit guides will not let me interfere with other people's energy. So I can see what's going on between you and Brandon this year, but not what's going on between those two, because they haven't given me permission. Other readers might well like to dive into other people's energies, but my guides will not let me, so they're not going to bring it through. So if you want to know what's going on between you and Brandon, yeah, that's fine. And then just overall in general in love, then we can look at that, my lovely. So let's have a look at you and Brandon first. I've done here. I'm all over the place. Okay, I will put the whole thing together as what's in love. 12 cards. You don't like him. Then stop focusing on them then. Okay, let's have a look at love overall for you over the next 12 months. Right, well, stop focusing your energy on them then. Let them be. No point wasting your energy on somebody you don't even want to be with or like. Right, so can we have love reading, please, for the coming year, coming 12 months for... Yeah, so you're keeping their energy in attacking you. So drop it. When you're giving them energy, you're giving them power over you. Just drop it. Turn your back on it. Drop their energy. You don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm not interested. You two, good. Off you go. I've moved on. I'm the better person. Thank you very much. I have other things to focus my energy on. I'm not wasting my energy on you two. I don't give a flying fuck. Well, there's going to be a relationship, but I don't know who with because I haven't brought out any men. So I can't tell you what they're like, but there's definitely, I will show you the cards that I've got in a minute. And quite a serious relationship coming in as well. New love, yes, definitely. Okay. If it doesn't matter if spirit hasn't brought out what they're like anyway, then I can't tell you. They would have brought it out already. Doesn't matter what they're like. Because if these cards have come out, it's not going to be somebody who's gopping. Somebody you don't want to be with. Put it that way. It's going to be somebody you want to be with. So don't worry about it. It makes it better when you don't know, because it happens naturally. Okay, if I said to you, oh, it's somebody with dark hair and they got blue eyes, and you're going out and about, you're going to be infatuated by looking only at men with dark hair and blue eyes. Well, it might be somebody who's blonde with brown eyes turns up. Okay, so I don't really do readings like that, because they're never accurate enough, and you become obsessed with looking for it all the time, and it stops it happening naturally in a way. Right, I will get these cards out. Perhaps Spirit don't want me to answer that card. Use that deck. Right, yeah, and they're telling you here to remain balanced. Okay, so with this card, it's positive thoughts. Look at the glow around your head. Only thinking positive thoughts about love. When you think of love, what would your perfect person be like? How would you feel in that perfect relationship? Okay, you know that you're attractive enough. You know that you don't have a problem getting people to be attracted to you. You know, we have the family card, so Spirit is saying here, you know, you're very intuitive. You know, you could have had a very happy childhood. You know, you don't have a problem in attracting people to you. Okay, there's definitely, you know, we've got the devil card here, but this isn't like my other devil cards. I mean, look at him, he's a hunk. Okay, this is sex on legs, and look at the two of you in this connection. So there's definitely somebody coming in here who is perhaps going to be a little bit of a rogue, or, you know, so delicious and yummy here. But there's certainly happiness, communication, and your wish fulfilled. Okay, so there's something beautiful coming in for you here. We've got new love. We've got the skills for you and somebody to be together here, firing your arrow on who you want. Now, this card can be like a big building, like a big corporation. So this person might work for a big company, a well-known company. It might be that you work in a big company and you meet this person there. It might be somebody new who joins the workplace in a couple of months or whatever, or school or wherever you go. But this is definitely, I'm not saying marriage, but this signifies a bond between you, a close commitment. I mean, come on, can't get much closer than these two. Okay, so all you need to do is remain positive in your thoughts, knowing that you're beautiful, knowing that you're magnetic. You can use that as your mantra. I am beautiful, I am magnetic, I am irresistible, I am irreplaceable, I'm unforgettable. You'll probably find a load of other X's turn up, but hey ho. But just remain balanced in your thoughts and your emotions, okay? Because you're going to get something here over the next year. And I feel it's going to be sooner rather than later. Don't forget, we're April to April now. Not April to December. And again, doesn't matter what they look like, because you would not be having such emotions like that if it was somebody you didn't want to be with. So they're obviously going to catch your eye on some level here. Okay, Iman, your question. That's why, Iman, because in your heart, this is the person you truly love. Yeah. Okay, so Iman, for you, okay, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Here, you know, that I'm not getting a past anything about the past. Okay, now sometimes when we meet people, we have that instant connection because yes, we are from the same soul group, or we have had a connection with them somewhere in the past. Doesn't have to necessarily been of lovers. It could have been as daughter and son, um, mother and son, father and daughter, whatever, okay, from the same family or whatever. So what spirit is saying is, in this lifetime, we're not bothered about past lifetimes. They're saying, okay, in this lifetime, yes, this is the lifetime of a romance. That's why you've still got that desire for him, that passion for him, but you keep focusing on feeling miserable about this. You're focusing on what you don't have. You're going over the old bones. This can never happen because you're going over, this crow is picking over the old bones. You're going over the old story again. Perhaps previous arguments that you've had, or you're arguing with him in your head, or you're thinking negatively about him. When you think about him, oh, but yeah, this happened and that happened, and oh, I don't know, and you know. So Spirit is saying, look, what do you want? If you're not clear what you want, how can we bring you what you want? Do you want M? Do you want Y? Do you want X? Do you want Z? Who do you want? Set your intention, be clear, and we will bring you what you want. Okay? Here, you're not worried, you're stressed. Look at her, chilled out. She's happy, she's relaxed, she knows what she wants. Everything's in place. All her coins are all lined up. Look at this beautiful glow. She's feeling sexy. She's feeling good. She knows her worth, her value. So Spirit is saying he can come back in. Hello, stranger. Where have you been? And it's going to happen in an unexpected way. Like with all these doors. You could be expecting a parcel. You're waiting at the front door. They can't get to the front door. There's a blockage, so they go around the back. Oh, I wasn't expecting you to come around the back. Well, I did because I couldn't get to the front. Okay, so basically Spirit is saying if you chill out and focus on the loving energy that you have for this person and stop going over the old story and the old disagreements and focus on what you want, then you can have him. Bingo, he'll come back in a way that you couldn't have imagined. Remember, everything you want is already done. Creation is already done. When you think of something you want, it's already done. You just need to tune into it. If you want him, he's yours. But with the Judgment card, what they're telling you is stop judging yourself, stop judging him, stop judging the situation. If you want your rebirth and reconciliation, you have to release the judgment. You know, that card then, message, you know, he can message you. The Harvest card. You know, how can you reap your harvest if you don't know what seeds you're planting? You know, you've just planted a load of seeds. Oh, what you got in your field there, man? Potatoes or cabbages? I don't know. I just threw some seeds down. I didn't read the packet. I don't know what it is. Okay, so if you want him, you know that he's the one that you desire. Stop wasting your energy on other people and focus on, again, how would you feel if you were in that relationship? Doesn't matter with the no contact. Doesn't matter if you haven't heard from your person for 6 years, 20 years, 30 years. Again, Katie's playlist and Tracy on Create Your Future. So again, it paused on my end then. Go to Create Your Futures channel, listen to the playlist, go to the playlist, listen to Katie's playlist and Tracy's playlist. Okay, go and listen to them and start shifting your energy and stop focusing on what you don't have in the old story and start to line your energy up with what you want. If he's the one you want, you're the only one stopping it from happening. There you go. He's your soulmate. It's true love. Okay, Vinka, what is your question, my lovely? I haven't seen it come through yet, a notification, so let me just check on PayPal, my lovely, for what you've, how many cards you've paid for. Okay, you might need to check, my lovely, that it has actually gone through because it's not showing up in PayPal and I haven't had a notification either. All right, you haven't sent it yet. You're wondering where to post your question. Okay. I'm gonna go in. I don't think Vinca is paying anyway. I haven't had anything through. Vinca, are you wanting a reading, my lovely, before I come off? Because I haven't had a payment show up yet, my lovely. I want to do 6 cards reading, and I am in Canada. Okay, let me just look at the conversion rate. Are you asking because you're not sure what to pay? If you want 6 cards, then it would be 9.80. Let me type it in. 9.80 in Canadian dollars. If that helps. Or if it's paying, if it lets you pay with GBP, it's 6. So 9.80 if it's Canadian, if you're paying in Canadian dollars, or 6 British pounds if you're paying in pounds. If that helps you, my lovely. Excuse me. Okay. That's fine. Just put it in the chat. Sometimes it's a little bit temperamental in the chat, but you can try it. We can always advise you if we can't see it. So just send the payment through and then we'll look at the question. Okay. Lovely. I've received it. Thank you. So if you type your question into the chat. Let us know if you have Right, okay. I'm working on okay. Okay, so Spirit is saying to you here, Vinka, he's missing you like crazy. Okay, he thinks the world of you. He's missing you. He's wondering what you're doing. He's just thinking about you, whatever he's doing during the day, whatever work he's doing. You're constantly on his mind. Okay, he does appreciate you. He does value you. He's not sure how perhaps you're going to react. You may, he's not sure if you're going to still be mad at him or pissed off with him or give him a hard time when he comes back in. He definitely wants to be with you here. Courtship is dating. One person asked one time, what does courtship mean? The two of you dating, being together. Here, Spirit is showing, he will come back if you're in the energy of having fun. If you're in a light-hearted energy, we're all connected to everybody by energy. So if your energy is in this energy, it's stopping him coming forward. Not this isn't his energy, this is your energy. His energy is missing you, thinking about you non-stop. But you're thinking about him, but you've got to release the old version. You've got to clear your energy. You're stuck in this mental prison of thoughts, starving yourself of not of food, but of love. Whereas the light is shining in on you. Turn around and see the light. Open your heart with loving energy. So where are your thoughts when you think of him? Where are your thoughts when you think of yourself? Where are your thoughts when you think of the relationship? Is it in the old story that needs to be released so that the new story can come in? Okay, so when you're asking what's he working on internally, well, he's working on wanting to be with you, but your energy is not allowing him to come through because there's still something within you that is an old story. Yeah. So when you are having that loving energy, that fun energy, oh, we're a beautiful couple together, you're feeling it. You're doing perhaps meditations. There's loads of meditations on YouTube about you and your SP. coming into union, you know, being together, feeling it, knowing it's done. How would you feel if you were in the relationship? You wouldn't be looking for it, you'd already have it. Okay, so it's all about switching your energy to the attracting him in energy rather than pushing him or keeping him away because you're locked away in your this energy. Okay, so if you do that, then he will come back in. Yes, I do meditate a lot. Okay, so you can meditate, but then when you come out of the meditation, your thoughts, where are your thoughts for the rest of the day? You could sit there doing a 20-minute, 30-minute, 10-minute, hour-long meditation, but what are you doing? Where are your thoughts for the next 23 hours? I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what he's feeling. Well, I wonder what work he's doing. I wonder if today he's going to contact me. So all of that is a lack energy. You're not in the energy, oh, we're already together. How does that feel? Oh my God, I can hear him telling me how much he loves me. Oh my God, it feels so nice. I love him. I'm telling him that I love him. Okay, so you've got to release the old story somewhere. And be honest with yourself. You know, where are your thoughts when you are not in meditation? Where are your thoughts when you think about him? You're still on the old story. You're still looking at the old script. Release that script. Free yourself from your mental thoughts that are not lining up with what you want. Because he wants to come forward here. I do have a Get Them Back playlist that might help you as well too. Because I talk about your thoughts in that. And loving yourself first. Do you think you know, self-concept is vital. You know, when you love you, you radiate that love out and you receive it back. So are you seeing yourself as, of course I'm a priority in his life. Of course I'm the love of his life. Of course we're in a loving relationship. No, you're meditating, but then you're walking around the rest of the day, or perhaps talking to friends, you know, oh, have you heard from SP yet? No, I haven't heard from him yet. So you're reaffirming the old story, that's all. And again, stuck in your own mental prison, there you go. You definitely got some thoughts that are not lining up with what you want here. There's still some old story rattling around. Right. Excuse me. I am going to call it a day. Addison, I don't know if you're still there, my lovely. If you're not, thank you very much. And thank you to all of you who have had readings or are still listening. I will leave it for now. Love and light.